That's a 2013 Chevy Cruze. If you watch some of my videos, I did a video on the valve cover because of the PCV that was having an issue there. Today we're replacing the turbo. There's a lot of videos on it. So far it's been not so much headaches yet. I mean, one of the bolts or the nut right there on the corner there. Make sure I can put my thing on it right there, that nut right there. It's showing to be a little bit of issue. Well, not really, it's just because I'm being lazy. I can use a flex ratcheting wrench. Probably could get it from there. I mean, whatever combination works for you. But so far, yeah, I took up the clamp from the cat converter to the manifold. Take the clamp off because I don't want to take the cat converter if I don't have to. I'm not sure what's going to happen later on, but this is what I've done so far. This is the air intake hose tube or duct. I took it off. The charge pipe at the bottom there, I took it off. So there was the oil line there with the banjo fitting sitting right there, the S shape. Took that out. So yeah, I mean, it's moving. So I'm gonna see if I get something interesting. I'll try to remove that. This is like the BMW style fitting. I hate this. So I'm trying to clamp it on both sides, but it's just very tight. It's not budging. So we'll see. But so far it's going smooth. So hopefully the rest of it will go the same way, and we'll be out of here soon. So I'll update you if I find something interesting. Yeah. So yeah, just like I was just telling you now, with that bolt, all I did is have my 10mm long ratcheting wrench, and that's it. I'm able to, as you saw, you see. So this is again not a sponsor. I hope they were, but this is to tell you about these ratcheting wrenches. These are great. It's a mountain set. They have different brands that make this similar style ratcheting wrenches. I mean, they're great, honestly. If you get hooked on it, you will never wrench without them again. So it was just a shout out to that. So I kind of finished removing some of the stuff on top, except for this hose is still fighting me. I thought I could just separate these things from the cat converter, but it seems like it's not going to be possible. Something else is holding it. Oh, so I go down in the bottom, got my car jacked up and on jack stand, trying to be safe. And it's not paranoid. That's what's going to happen. And now I'm underneath the car here. What I'm looking at is the cat converter right here. Let me get you a better shot. So that's the shield for the cat converter. I know the shot is kind of messy there. Hopefully you understand where we are. So I'm going to remove the 10mm or that torque 10 bolt for the shield. That was the last one of them, I think. Get this shit off. So now we got one more bolt or a nut right up there. Well, right up there where my fingers is. You can see it right there. There's another bolt or nut right here that I need to remove, and then I feel like the cat converter will be able to swing it. I'm not sure if I have to remove from here because those. Wait, my finger. Right, finger. If I'm gonna remove from here, that's gonna be difficult. Those bolts or the nuts, they look pretty angry. I don't want to mess with that if I don't have to. So I'm gonna just trying to get that one there. It's a 10mm. I'm gonna get a deep 10. Hopefully we can zip them out of there. Just put you down because I don't want to cross thread it. I mean, it's very tight. Alright. I don't know, I'm not used to this phone. The camera is pretty, it's like in the middle of the phone. So it makes it easy. So that was it right there. Now, I think we're good. Let me just move this out of my way because it's really messing me up. The hose. So, I want to swing this thing. Yeah, now it's moving. This whole thing is moving now forward a little bit more. What I'm going to do now is trying to gain access to that fitting there, which I heard is most likely going to break. That right there. I even shot. Oh my god, I hate this damn thing. I'm not used to this camera. So right there, most people say you try and take that off, it's going to break off. So the next solution, you see right there in the corner of your screen, you got a Torx, and there's one on the other side that I can't really get to. That's going to be a problem to get to. But those are the two ones that I need to get off, and I'll be able to hopefully take that out with no drama there. So let me pause it, get my tools there, because it's going to be difficult to do. I don't want to cross thread anything, and I actually have to go to a different job. So sorry guys, but yeah, that's the gist of it. You know, trying to get this bolt right here. The other one, I'm not sure if you might be able to see it on the camera, but it's on the other side of the hose, if you see. So here we are so far. I took the winding loom there off and was kind of snagging. Kind of difficult to take out because of real estate problems. So I'll show you something here. Once you move this thing up, what do you see on the back of it? You got two lines, water lines. One of them is already taken off. It's going. I'll show it to you. And the other one, that's the one I couldn't get the clamp on the other side. I tried, but I couldn't. So I'm going to take it out from here. It looks like a 17 mil. So that's that right there. So I'm going to try to use a 17 mil, then take it out from that side, and I'll deal with that later. So ready to come out. Just one more line. All right, so we got the line completely removed now. And I think, okay, now we're good, except for this one small looking like a vacuum line here. I took the clamp off, but I still can't take it out. But I'm gonna try to remove. Something is snagging there. I'm trying to look through the viewfinder so you guys can see what I'm doing here. But it's difficult. It's kind of difficult. All right, I'm snagging this line. I'm gonna put it to the side there. All right. Alright, sorry guys about that. I was actually getting hung up on this line right here, this wire that's connected to this connector right here, some type of maybe solenoid or something. Yeah, so this is the only line that I haven't been able to figure out what I'm going to spray with something and ease it out of there, and then we're out. That's about it. And I'm going to grab the new one and we're going to transfer some parts, and we should be okay. Hopefully going back in will be a lot less painful. And yeah, so all right, be right back. Here we go. So that's the new part. That's the brand right there. We bought it from Amazon for like $4.95 or $4.59, one of those. So we got a few things here, namely manifold gasket, some 6 of these O-rings. I'm not sure where they go. I got more than 6 bolts there, so definitely don't know where these copper washers are going. Oh, okay, the lines. So I can use them for the banjo fitting on the lines, which I've taken out 4. Well, okay, I'll see where they're going. I do have 6 of them. One is the oil line, and 2 of them are the So let's do a little unboxing here for those who like unboxing stuff. I got a little box here. I'm not sure what's in it. I'm gonna put it in there, check it out. What is that? Looks like some oil. I will have to read the instruction to see where it's going. What's that? Oh, they gave us some gloves, white gloves at that, Michael Jackson. Alright, cool. And there goes the turbo. Take it out of there and lay it on here. Looks nice and shiny. Alright. There goes the big baby. So everything looks kind of the same. Let me see if I have something funny here. Alright, side by side comparison. Right, so that's about it. So I'm gonna take basically these lines are going that way. That's it. This one line, the two water lines, and everything else should stay. Everything else should stay. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna replace the copper washer if I can extract them now. If they get stuck there, I'm just gonna reuse them. If you tighten them where they're supposed to be, it's still gonna be all right. So I'm gonna try to knock this off of it. It looks pretty damn stuck in there. So I use a screwdriver, see what happens. If it'll come off, if not, I'm just gonna reuse it. All right, so guys, we are in the process of putting this back together. Now this, by unanimous consent, meaning it is unanimously agreed upon. This is going to be the hardest thing in the entire job, and this is to put the water line back in there, because you have to do it simultaneously with trying to handle the exhaust. So what I did here, I guided the line because it's right there. You're going to see that hose there that's showing right underneath the hose. Let me put my finger there if it can be shown. Alright, my finger's right there. You see around this area right here with the hose? That's where you want to, exactly. You see that little bar? So, you know, I hope the camera's showing it. But anyway, right underneath that, this is where the hole is, where you got to thread this water line. So, but you got to do it because the line is just long enough to fit there while you're putting the manifold. If it was just like 2 inches or longer, man, it would have been an easy job. But unfortunately, you have to do it at the same time. So what I do is, I got my hand around the thermostat underneath there, and I got my extension there. I got two, 3-inch extensions, and a long 18. I think it's a 17, but I got an 18. It works. So I put that on a line. I'm at the end of the bolt, the banjo bolt itself, and I gathered it to the hole, and I start threading it with the, lightly, so in case it become hard, we do not cross thread it, and it start going and going and going, and now it's all the way in. And so look at the position of the intake manifold. Is not yet on the bolt, on the stud, but I'm able to thread the lines all the way in. I'm going there. Look at my extension. So when you're doing it, hopefully this will help you. This is where I'm at, right against the AC compressor. I got two, like I said, 3 to 4 inch extension with a deep socket. I think it's supposed to be 17, but I got 18, but it still works. So I think this is the hardest part of the job so far. I'm gonna get that done, and we're gonna go down and get the other situation taken care of. All right, we're in the belly of the beast. This is a 2009 Honda Civic doing the starter. And your screen right there, if I can show it to you, that's what you're seeing right there. Right there is your starter. Right in the way, I'm talking about all of this wire right here. We have to move it out of the way. Like I said, the first time it's really hard to get off, but right now you can see somebody's been here and they decided not to mess with it again. They just left it loose, but it's in my way. What we're going to use is to get to the one in the back. See where my finger, where my hand is? We're going to go through here. We're going to go with a long extension. We're going to go with a swivel and a 40mm to get to that one. So let me get set up. I'll show it to you. All right, guys. So if I can get you a shot, look at my setup. I got, if I can put my hand in there, right there in the middle of the screen. You can't really see it. Let me turn the light, maybe help me a little bit there. Man, this is hard to film. So right here where my finger is, you see that extension that I have? And I have a swivel right here, and if you continue and follow this thing, it's going to lead to the 14mm bolt, long bolt, just like on most of the Hondas. They have the same setup. All right, and I got it coming out of here on the side here, my extension, and I already broke it loose. So right now I'm just going to use my electric ratchet and take it out. So basically that's the setup for the top bolt, the long one. That's what I use. Right, so now we got it here to where we can get to it and move the wire and stuff like that, you see. Get a good shot on here, it's kind of difficult, but right there I think it looks like a 12mm. That's the B plus side. I already took off the signal wire. You see it dangling right there. So that's it. As soon as I take off that B plus, we're free. So all in all, we're talking on the phone to customers and family, and you know, jacking up the car and setting up on jack stand. It took me maybe less than half an hour to get to this point. So not a bad job. So the new one is in there, not in there, and you're gonna snake it from. This is the tire, of course. Right up here, right above the outer tie rod, you got some space. Then you're gonna go further down by the power steering pump. Then you're gonna put it on there, and then you can grab it from here. So now I'm gonna orient it properly, the way it was when I took up the connection. So then let's put this thing a little bit. Right. So I want it to face this way. So I'm gonna now hook up the connection, the B plus and the signal, and I'm gonna put it back inside and then tighten it down, and we go and put the battery cable back on, and you know, give it a crank and see what's going on. So not a bad job. Like I said, you can do this in an hour. Don't try to complicate things. Use some swivel, and then for the bolt in the back, and just, you know, use intelligence and common sense. I mean, you know, just make sure you put your arms around wherever you can get them to get nice positions, and you'll figure it out. But it's not that bad. Just use swivel, though. Very essential that you have swivel. Okay, we got a Honda CR-V, third generation there, I believe, doing the starter. This is my method here. You can do it differently. Some people go from the bottom, but I'd rather go from the top. This is what I took off so far. You know, a few pieces there. I got power tools, so to get to this point, it's about what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops. And now I got the reason why I'm taking the radiator separate bracket, the upper one, is to be able to gain access to some of these condenser and you know, bracket bolts. When I remove them now, I can have this little gear here on the radiator, because this has, you can see, to be able to clear that. So pretty much it now. So I had to remove the bottle. I mean, you will see it. Common sense. You just, whatever is in your way, for you to be able to just move this back a little bit without taking off the fan or nothing like that. That's what you need to do. Like I said, 15-20 minutes to get to this point. It's not that bad. So what I'm going to do is put it out to the side, take off this thing and just flex it, and you know, put it on the other side there by the battery tray, and then gain access to my starter. Alright, so that's about it. Was kind of hanging up on this one right here. I think it's the sensor for the intake runners, right? Position sensor for the intake runners. So just be mindful when you're trying to tug on it, you know, trying to get that connector off. It's right there. So after that, basically, it's out. I still have the coolant lines attached to it. I'm not going to take them off, flexing out of my way. I got full access to the starter right there. So at this point, I'm not rushing too much. I mean, literally, you can do this job in 45 minutes or less. You go about it this way, and you don't have the headache of trying to, go from the bottom and trying to get that 14 millimeter long bolt there. That's going to be a headache doing it that way. Switch is on ultimately, but I think this is the easier method. I should tell the customer while he's at the store to get some intake gasket, but they don't look too flat out, so I'll probably just reuse them. Doesn't matter. I mean, you got the condition of the car. I don't think he cares too much about that. Anyway, so we're gonna do the swap, and everything else is just pretty easy. I'm not filming it. This was just a few tips to show you what taken off to get to this point. So uh, for anybody out there who's doing a job, there's other videos on YouTube. I mean, it's not a step by step. Like I said, just pointers for what you could do and cut on time. So that's about it. Thank you guys for watching this video, and have a beautiful day.